Hello there everybody, Daniel, OnionGrave64 or CivilOnion here based upon how you know me, and welcome back to Civilization 5 Brave New World. Last time out we had Greece doing a lot of city spamming. He's got cities all over the place. Look at the map in the bottom right corner. He is the white with light blue poached egg insides. However, we've expanded a bit onto this little island, as has Russia for some bizarre reason, having placed her city in the wrong place and unfortunately stolen the cows we wanted, but never mind for now. Anyway, back over here, Darius has tried to attack us, kinda, if you want me to phrase it like that. But the fact of the matter is that we got one of his cities. We have Pasagad, or Pasagard, as pronounced by however you want to be pronouncing that. And what we're doing is stealing technologies off him, and hopefully we're going to get gunpowder off him next. So let's click next turn and get going. What do we really want to do? We want to police the area down here to check there's no more barbarians in it. What we also want to do is try and slowly get our votes with the World Congress up. Not too extremely so, because put it this way, I don't think a diplomatic video, yeah, that's what I meant to say. A diplomatic victory is going to work, so we're not going to do that if possible. We've got a great site in Lisbon, and if you're wondering, by the way, I have set the frame limits to 30 this time round to try and get the video smoothed out a bit. Whether it looks better or not, I don't know, frankly. This is the first time we're trying it. Hopefully it looks better. If it doesn't, I will reverse it back to what it looked like before. So we have a great scientist, so we want to put it on a tile somewhere. The question is where? Because as you can see, our capital's producing nearly 90 science, which is impressive. Let's get citizen management back on. There we go. And everywhere else kind of isn't really anywhere near that level. So that would make us inclined to have to settle it somewhere within Lisbon's boundaries. But the question is where? We could replace a mine with it, or we could replace a farm with it. We're probably going to replace a mine, because we have quite a lot of hammers here, potentially. Try to see, we've got 1, 2, 3 Petra improved mines that were not working, and 3 normal mines, and there's one potentially in the northwest there as well. So we've got plenty of hammer production potential. So I'm thinking about converting one of those mines into a academy. The reason to put it here or one tile to the north east, by the way, is just in case Braga wants to use it as well. By doing that, we lose 1 hammer and gain 8 science, so it's kind of a no-brainer, really. Sure, we're not working it right this second right now, although we could well do. We could switch this to that. And in reality, we only lose 1 food. But right now, that food's quite important. Once we get a population pop, we might address that issue. Let me just check, because our happiness is marginal. I don't want any cities to grow too quickly. See, Nineveh is getting close. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So I don't have to fret too much about Lisbon growing a population point. In fact, it is very much a good thing. I'll grab myself some liquid refreshment while we're waiting. Today's drink is Strongbow. Reason? Because I don't have enough money to buy the other alcohol that I normally get. Now, in fairness, Strongbow's plenty nice. It was on offer at the co-op. 15 cans for £9, which by co-op standards is incredibly cheap. So we've got architecture now. We can build the Ephusi, or the Ephizi, if we have been the aesthetics tree. Apparently for this recording I never put my teeth in. We can also get the Taj Mahal, Instant Golden Age, or the Porcelain Tower, which on this map probably isn't going to be hugely useful, but you never know. And there's a heritage, which we probably won't have to worry about anytime soon. 12 turns until we're going to get that technology. Question. We are in the aesthetics and the rationalism tree, so both of those wonders, the porcelain tower for rationalism and the Ephesia for aesthetics. We can build both of them when we want to. We're just going to get these zoos out first because we really don't want to start struggling for happiness. So what do we want to tech next? We are probably going to get gunpowder for free off Darius. The thing is, I want to go up to archaeology but to show you the unique unit and unique improvement. The problem if I do that is that none of those are very good military technologies. And as a consequence, if Darius decides to attack us, we're in a bad place. As a consequence, economics probably is the best choice, but I don't want to pick it. I don't want to pick it. I'm going to go for archaeology anyway, even though it's probably a terrible decision, because I think we're going to get gunpowder off Darius by stealing it. Population boost here. We don't want this to grow too quickly, so we'll do that. Can't believe the cattle got stolen off us, but it probably won't be as big an issue as I made out. Let's improve that spice rack. I don't think anything over here needs improving apart from fishing boats, which I don't need to improve right now. There's a Russian crossbow there. It must be going up to protect that place. Russian cities tend to be quite difficult to pronounce the more obscure they get, so I'm not even going to try. No, I'm going to bring a worker down here to not only improve that trading post, but also to do a bit of barb scouting, because we have more than enough workers for what we need. Is anybody at war currently? I cannot remember. Alexander doesn't like us, I remember that for some bizarre reason. Why doesn't she like us? The AI is weird. Darius is across as friendly, despite the fact we've just been at war. We helped Alexander at war against Assyria, and he doesn't like me. The AI is still a bit bonkers, to say the least. Monty, do you have the need for any resource that I have two of? No. I am going to get another spices though soon, so that deal works for me. Right, who's at war with who? Yep, Greece backstabbed me. Russia's at war with the Aztecs, and that's it by the looks of it. I'm still finding these minus turns very weird. Very, very weird. Because even though it says friends with me minus 27... now it works! Last time I had a look away from keyboard and it said minus how many turns friendship. And I tried to declare friendship with them and the option wasn't there. Okay, that must have been a glitch. Yeah, that's good. You might not hate me irrationally anymore. That would help. Yeah, that's good too. Right now we don't want to attack Darius and we don't want him attacking me. He does have gunpowder, that is evidence right there. Alexander has proven the world is round. From what I remember, there's no benefit to that like there was in Civilization 4. In Civ 4, your naval units get a movement bonus if you find out the world is round. But I don't think you get a bonus in this game, so we're not going to worry about that. Oh, they've made peace now, so nobody's at war with anybody else right now. We could cause a war, I have a suspicion. We can't trade technologies like we could in Civ 4, but I bet I could probably encourage a war to occur. Let me just check the demographics in a minute, once the caravan's done its moving. Oh, I've got the strongest army. Huh. Who'd have thought it? Well, okay, that's a thing. How many hills are there around here? That's a hill, but I can't reach it. That's a hill, but I can't reach it. That is a hill, and I can reach it. That's a hill. The reason I'm checking for hills is because this is going to be an area that will struggle for production if I chop all the forest away. So we're going to go up here, chop this forest. That will help the little young city grow, you see. And I'm going to convert that area into a mine, so having no forest on it is, you know, no big issue, because it'll have to be chopped to make the mine anyway, you see. That's how it works. We just built a bank. What do we want to build? Let's build... Probably not as stable, unless we were Poland. Let's build an aqueduct. And we finished our zoo. So what we're going to do now is try and start building some wonders here. What have we built here already? We have a couple of guilds. Whoopsie daisy. So it probably makes sense to try and get the Uffizi here, I would say. We're definitely going after the other two wonders there, though, the Taj Mahal and the Porcelain Tower. Let me just check something quickly. There's good odds that nobody else can build the Porcelain Tower, so I won't have to rush it. So that'll be handy. And that's the phone going off. Hang on. I don't know who cold calls at 7 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday, but they did. They didn't have long enough to find out for me to find out what their name was, because I put the phone down. Anyway. Where were we? Yeah, we were talking about gunpowder. We're going to try and steal off Darius. The Porcelain Tower we could probably build somewhere without having to rush it too quickly. We do have to worry about Greece backstabbing us again and actually declaring war on us, which would be very bad. But nevertheless, I don't think we're in particularly bad shape. How many turns is it going to be? 8 until we can probably steal gunpowder? Do we want to put another city up here? Here's a question that I need to ask before we can't do so, even if we wanted to. It might be worth it. I don't really want to settle a city, though, around getting those furs, because those towers are just terrible. I'd be much more inclined to park a city next to Sri Prada. Let's have a look at something quickly. I can't remember what section it is. It's not in here. We need natural wonders. No, back. Back. Let's just put its name in. Why didn't I think about that in the first place? Yeah, it yields happiness if you put it in your borders, so it's probably a good idea to do that.